next up, indoor track and field championships will have their America East as well.
Yeah, I sat down with a couple of their stars to talk about their final years here competing for UVM, some of the best moments they've enjoyed, and what they'll remember the most, starting with sprinter Alex Siaton.
A graduate student, Siaton had an extra indoor season of eligibility entering this year, and using it was an easy decision.
I just love the sport. I didn't want to hang up the uniform yet. I wanted to just keep running, so have the opportunity to do some extra school and get some more opportunities.
Before he was a track star, he was a gymnast, and when he started running, he learned that's where his heart was.
My teammates at gymnastics would get annoyed with me because I wouldn't shut up about track. They're like, dude, we're at gymnastics practice. They're like, I don't want to hear you talk about track for 3 hours. So I think it's just something I fell in love with over the first few years I started the sport.
Here at UVM, his name is in the program record book over a half-dozen times, some as an individual and some as part of a relay team, including the 4x200 relay squad that has set the program record this indoor season on 2 different occasions. And as the only upperclassman on that relay team, he says he's the old guy around.
They're lighthearted, they're friendly, you know, they'll call me Gramps. It's all fun and games. So when it comes to race day, we're all serious. We all know what our job to do is, so I'm happy to help give them some form of leadership if they need it. I don't think that they necessarily do, but just maybe an extra little bit of confidence knowing that there's someone that has a bunch of experience under their belt with them.
Before he helps out the coaching staff for the outdoor season in the spring, the 3-time All-Conference honoree hopes to add to his already impressive collection of accolades as a student athlete for the program he loves.
It means everything. I mean, they're like one of the few programs that were willing to really give me an opportunity for what I wanted to do. So when I was trying to find places to go, they all wanted me to do multis and stuff, but when I came here, even though Coach Casey has a very good record with all the multis, she wanted me to stay as a sprinter. And so I'm thankful for that, and I've done great things under her, so I'm just really happy to be able to represent for the school.
Now, Kayla Myers does a little bit of everything. Pentathlon in the indoor season, heptathlon during outdoor season. While she still has a few months left until the end of outdoor, the 3-time all-conference athlete is enjoying this indoor season.
A multi-event athlete, Myers is the reigning conference champion in the indoor pentathlon. A narrow win a year ago as the then junior brought home first place.
Leading up into that weekend, one of my roommates was like, all right, guys, like, let's go around the table and say our goals for the meet and everything. Like, Kayla, what's your goal for the meet? And I was like, probably just like chill super hard. Like, I was really like trying to go into it with no expectations. I was just like, I'm just gonna have fun, like do my thing, chill. And then I won. And so before every meet now I'm like, I'm just gonna chill.
Finding that chill zone can look a little different for everyone, especially while preparing for so many different events. For Myers, she typically tries to stay upbeat.
If I'm like particularly stressed about it, I will just like put in music, get in my zone. But usually I like to be pretty social, like singing and dancing around, talking with my teammates. So anything to keep the mood up.
She started competing in the sport in 6th grade. A year later, she took a leap and started trying as many events as she could.
I would just like do random events at meets, and it was fun. And then in I think my freshman year, I got a new coach, and she actually used to be a multi, so she did that in high school and for a little while in college. And she was like, "You would be a great pentathlete," and I was like, "Cool, sounds good."
Fast forward to now, and she's thriving. Just this past weekend, she PR'd in the 400 while adding podium finishes in the 60-meter hurdle and the high jump. Strong performances across the board, carrying momentum into America East Championships as she hopes to end her indoor UVM career on a high note, both on the track and off.
Of course, do as best as I can in track, and then honestly just trying to make the most out of the last few months. I feel like everyone that I talk to that's already graduated is like, oh yeah, you're gonna look back on those 4 years and be like, it flew by. So just trying to make the most out of it, have fun, spend time with my friends,